caliente, caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to the Motivate Your Money radio show. We are on Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Can you play the music just a little longer? I got a new music, guys. I want you guys to call in. If you're on social media, I want you to put in the comment section what you think about this music. I have an artist I'm going to blast, but I'm going to be quiet. Listen to it like 3 seconds. Listen to the music. Listen to it, iHeartRadio.
Muy caliente, muy caliente.
All right. All right, guys. Just a little sneak peek. I'm gonna be playing with it a little bit, but real quick, my name is Stacey Daniel, and this is the Motivate Your Money radio show. We are on Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and what we do here is we talk about all things money, motivation, and mindset. And I wanted to go ahead real quick. I have other things I want to talk about. The name of our show today, guys, are 5 ways your poor money management is actually killing you. And we're going to talk about how, and then we're going to talk about some strategies and things you can implement right now today so that you can find some immediate relief. All right, guys? Yes, actually killing you. So I need you to take the time right now to get your pens and your pads or your recording devices because it's really going to get deep. But we're going to keep it lighthearted at the same time. But I need you to know this, okay, guys? First, though, local artist. His name is Be Love. All right, Be Love. He can be found on Amazon and he can be found on Instagram as well. His name is Be Love and he created this EP for me. He's local. He has access to a band. He will travel, especially Midwest. He'll come solo. He'll perform for you with his whole band. And he was kind enough to create that intro for me, and I'm loving it. It's all about my spirit and my energy. You guys know I'm 40, so I'm not young, I'm not old. I love money, but we need to keep it hype at the same time. So I wanted to find something upbeat. And I need you guys to respond and let me know if you think that little intro, the clip, matches the radio show. If it matches my personality, does it make you want to dance and move? Sometimes, most of the times when we think about money, depending on the decisions we made in the past, depending on our situation right now, it can be a little depressing. We find ways to adjust to our situation, not to have to actually deal with it. I don't want you to feel that way when you talk to me. So that's why I got something that's upbeat. I want you to be ready when you get here because we're going to learn, we're going to grow, we're going to share all together. Okay, guys? So yes, it's called Muy Caliente. And that means she's very hot because I kind of like to think you get 40 and you have some age problems or whatever, but I think I'm still very hot. And no, I'm not single. And also I'm going to help you motivate your money. All right, guys? Yes, I'm a wealth strategist. I'm an insurance broker. I'm a national speaker. I'm an author. I'm all that. But more importantly, when I come to you on this radio show, guys, I am somebody who has been where you are, has been where you're trying to go. Either as a corporate American employee or as an entrepreneur. I came from a 486 credit score, bankruptcy, defaulted student loans, check system. I wasn't taught about money growing up. All of that, guys. Then I became a successful entrepreneur and I thought money was enough. And then I went through an emotional let's just say it was something very unexpected, external, and I couldn't control, and I wasn't prepared for it. So when it happened, I reverted back to my old spending habits. So then after being successful, I didn't have any money, all the way down a downward spiral until I had to become an employee for 7 months. So I've learned all different phases of finances and how to build a solid financial foundation. So when I come to you on the Motivate Your Money radio show, I'm coming to you as a friend. I'm coming to you as a financial girlfriend. I'm coming to you as your sister in this financial journey, not just somebody who's been there or somebody who's successful now. Because I honestly I do not make as much money as I did before, but I completely have no worries, no debt. I understand what it means to be wealthy. Wealth has nothing to do with the dollar amount. Wealth has nothing to do with a dollar amount. Personal finance is only 20% have to do with money. All right. Wealth has nothing to do with a dollar amount. Personal finance has only little to do with money, and retirement is not an age. So, that's why I come to you today. I share my experience. I share my strength, my weaknesses, my fails, all the things that used to bring me tears or shame. I share with you so it can be an opportunity for empowerment and inspiration. So, all right. So that's my intro. That's my new local artist, guys. Again, his name is Be Love, and you can find him on Instagram at BLU Vent. No, Be Love Int. Ha. So that's B as in boy, LUV as in Victor, B love, Int, ENT for entertainment on Instagram. All right, guys. You can email him at blove11 at yahoo.com. And again, that's B as in boy, LUV as in Victor 11 at yahoo.com. All right, guys. So I am so glad all of you viewers are here. I'm glad all of you are chiming in on my Instagram, Facebook. I see you guys, and welcome out there on YouTube and iHeartRadio as well. So, again, guys, we're talking about 5 different ways that your poor money management is actually killing you. But before we get into that, I want to know, is there anybody on here who, I know if you can't respond to me, or you can call in at any time at 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. One more time, 708-223-8953. But if you're in the social media world, guys, let me get some comment sections. Let me get a one or emoji if I have helped you change your financial perspective in any way. If I've helped you gain money or save money or protect your money, if I've helped you realize that you can do other things with your time and your talents without having to have another job, just if I've helped you or the Motivating Your Money family has helped you at all, I need you to go ahead and respond so other people can see that we've been doing this for a while and this is real. And if you are in the radio land and I can't see you, can you nod your head in silence? You know how the pastor say, touch your neighbor. Well, I don't know if you have a neighbor, but I need you to nod your head in silence if there's been anything that I've done thus far, because this is what, the 4th or 5th show. I just started first week in January 2019 on the radio, but we've been doing this on Facebook, which is facebook.com/motivating your money. That's my business page. Go there and get any resources and tips and tools. Join the email list and see previous shows. You can even join our Facebook community at Motivating Your Money. So everything that you can on all social media platforms, by the way, you can find me under Motivating Your Money if you haven't been able to notice. All right, but yes, go ahead and reach out and let us know, guys. Show the newcomers that we've been doing this for a while, and changing our lives is what we've been doing, one baby step at a time, one financial footstep at a time. We're not trying to go up the whole hill all at one time, especially not tonight, because I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the greater Chicago area, and it's like 30 below zero. And people were like, well, you going outside? Yes, I am. Why are you going outside? Because I have a whole community of people that, one, they need to hear that their financial woes or their choices are affecting them more than just in their bank account. All right, guys. And they also need to know that they can find that there's somebody that they like, know, and trust who's willing to share their story. I need you to know, my mission is I need you to know that there are tools and there are resources that help you reach a life that's free of financial worry. And that no matter where you've been, no matter where you are right now, and no matter what you have done, you deserve to reach a place of security, and you can't have that. I will educate you. I will even hold your hand and walk you through the different blueprints and the processes, but you have to take action and get to the first step. And that's what I'm here to do, help inspire you first, and then we'll take this journey together. So thank you guys for anybody who went ahead. Let's see. I see you, Ebony and David. Thank you guys. Love you all. For responding in the Facebook community. Kim, I see Kim and Sherry. Hey, let's see. Hola, lady Sherry. The song is hot. Yay, definitely matches your personality. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Leisha, for sharing it. All right, guys. One. Oh, wow. These are a lot of ones. You guys have been affected in a positive manner with our interaction, and I appreciate that. Hashtag the hope dealer. Yes, David. Okay, so just in case you guys are new and you don't know, they call me the hope dealer. The hope with an H, dealer, because I 100% have no problem today sharing everything that I've been through in the past, and even what I go through right now, if that will help somebody else to realize you're not by yourself. Please stop suffering in silence. All right, guys, that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right, so if you have your pens, if you have your pads, and you have your recording devices, and you're ready to get started with the content, can I get a number 2 in the comment section? Can I get a number 2 in the comment section? And those of you guys that's in the radio station department, or in the if you listen to us from the radio section. I like to say people who listen to us on a replay, they're in the hashtag replay session. Those of you guys are not on social media, but you're listening to us on Spreaker.com or YouTube, which is live, so you guys can see me. Let me wave at you now. Or iHeartRadio, which is syndicated, and you'll be hearing us over and over again. I want you to go ahead and give me a fist bump. If you have your pen ready, give me a fist bump, guys. All right, I can't see you, but I can feel you. We together. All right, so here we go. Now, I didn't tell you about the giveaway. You guys can call in throughout the show at any time. All right. Call in, ask questions. Give me your suggestions. Acknowledge that you can you relate to anything that we're talking about, or just give a shout out if you want to. But go ahead and call us in, and the third person who reaches out and calls us will receive 1 whole hour of one-on-one training from me on any one of my different programs, with no questions asked. All right. So you automatically get a 15-minute free consultation, anybody listening to us, because now you're part of the Motivating Your Money family. So welcome, 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 welcome. Glad to have you. Only 2 rules. Make sure you come back. Second rule is make sure you share us with someone else if something we say or do make you have an aha moment. All right, guys. If anything you hear today or on any show make you have an aha moment, have a shift in your feelings, your transition in your feelings, or in your how you planning on manipulating your money or teaching your kids, then I need you to tell somebody else so they can come back and get the same blessing and resources that you get as well. All right. So those are the only two requests I have if you're new. All right, so here we go. 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 Thank you guys for the twos. I see you. I see you. Fist bumps. I can feel you out there in Radio Land. Fist bumps. Okay, so here we go. So we already know. Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you what the routine is. Sorry. The routine is I do 2 shows a week, Sunday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, guys. And on Sunday is when I first introduce a new topic. And I introduced this past topic, how your poor money management is killing you. All right, guys. And I talked about in detail the 5 different ways. And then on Wednesday, because many times we need to, we not only do we need to hear about it, and we need to kind of let it sink in and relate to it, and then get out of denial and admit, yes, she might be talking to me a little bit. That takes some time. Then on Wednesday, I'll be giving you action steps. So it's actually a 2-part series. So either you want to know and then you have the cliffhanger and don't listen, or you want to know and then you got to come back and listen on Wednesday so you can find out. The Hope Deal is going to give you some tools and some routines and some resources to get you out of the feeling that you now feel as when you realize that some of the things I mentioned on Sunday's show may actually affect you or someone you know. So today, I'm going to do a quick recap of each section, and at the end of each section you'll also have a resource or a tool. All right, guys. All right, so thank you for your tools. Number 2s. Let's go. Oh, you know what, did you guys share this broadcast out? Did you share it out? I'm not sure if I mentioned it. If I didn't mention it, can you go ahead and share the broadcast out to other people so they can make sure they receive the blessing as well? This is the last day for our ad, for this particular ad. Every show we do have an ad. If you want to be an ad or a sponsor for the show and get this same special treatment, then make sure you click the link, or go to bit.ly/motivating your money, bit.ly/motivating your money, bit.ly/motivating your money, and get in the drawing to get free premiere advertising. This show is actually brought to you by the Black Wall Street Exchange, and it's presented to you by Rose Tax Solutions. And the Black Wall Street Exchange was created to concentrate our community, to stimulate our minority and Black economy by circulating the dollar in an intentional manner. I love that. The Black Wall Street Exchange was created to concentrate our community, to stimulate our minority and Black economy by circulating the dollar in an intentional manner. Again, that is brought to you by Rose Tax Solutions, and this is the Black Wall Street Exchange. This is going to be a monumental historical event, and it's going to be February 10th, 2019. By the way, that's next Sunday at the Greenwood Cultural Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, guys, LatoyaRoseKnows.com is how she can be reached. And she is actually the 3rd-generation business owner in historic downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, disclaimer, shameless plug. I will be speaking at this event. So if you want to see me in person, anybody that's out there in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area or surrounding area, join me. The event is free. If you want to be a vendor, they have some special for the vendor tables. I don't know what's left at what price point, but the information is going to be absolutely awesome and priceless. So make sure you are in the building, guys. I will be talking about the 8 silent wealth killers. You know, that's my specialty, and everything I talk about has something to do with it in one way or another. The 8 silent wealth killers. There are 4 ways you are giving your money away. Yep. And guess what though? Even worse, there are four ways your money is being taken from you. We spend so much time trying to make money, grow money. We spend so much time trying to get six figures and a book deal and grow it, go up the corporate ladder. Not enough people talk about enough times or emphatically talk about how we need to protect the income that we're making. We're in a constant cycle if we're not worrying about where it goes and realizing that it's being taken from us on a regular basis right now even. So come and join me. 8 Silent Wealth Killers. You're gonna get a treat. I promise you. All right. So that's that. Now uh let's get into the content, guys. Let's get into the content. Okay, so the first one, there are 5 ways your money's being taken from you. I'm sorry, there are 5 ways that your poor money management skills are deadly. All right, guys. We already know that it is very detrimental and very real. Um, that our money can the fact that we have less than perfect credit or too much debt or financial illiteracy or unwilling to change after we are aware of the different ways our money choices and habits and our money story is affecting our future and our current situation and our family. We know that it determines where you live and how much you pay, what kind of car you drive. It'll affect the quality of retirement, your ability to start a business or get a loan in order to scale your business. It affects your ability to be comfortable when you make purchases without remorse or worry afterwards. It affects your security now and your financial well-being. All right, and your family's financial well-being, and ultimately, it affects your ability to live a life free of financial worry. Okay, so we already know that. That's fine and dandy. That's why we do what we do. I'm be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna have a side hustle. I'm gonna go get a bachelor's degree and a doctorate degree. So hopefully, I can move up and I can be that employee that gets that executive salary with all those other perks. However, there are 5 very serious ways we are also being affected by our current money management habits. The first one, guys, hope you got a pen, recording devices. All right. I see the pens. I can feel it in my spirit. I know you guys are ready. The first one is your health. The first one is your health. The American Psychological Association did a study, and they stated that debt and stress go hand in hand. Well, that's not new. We've heard about that, right? We know that debt and stress go hand in hand. And we also know that stress is a silent killer. The numbers, though, are astronomical to me. 72% of Americans said that they felt stressed about money. That's just general stress. 22% of them felt extreme stress over their finances. Um, Wow, that's a big deal. If you feel extreme stress, are you doing anything about it? Or are you even knowledgeable of how to fix it? That's a whole nother show. I promise you I'll be answering both of those questions. So financial stress, what does it look like? It means we try to cope. We try to pretend like it doesn't exist. We don't open our checking accounts. We don't look, we don't check it online. When bills come in the mail, we don't look. When NSF notifications come in the mail, we don't look. We keep no tally of the money that we're spending, and we don't even try to set up a retirement fund. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking off a high horse. I know because I experienced just about every single one of these in my hand. And if you have as well, and you're bold enough, put a 1 in the comment section or put a smiley face in the comment section. Let other people who may not be bold enough know that, they're not alone. All right. So I'm to first to let you know, yes, I'm telling you, I hated the mailman. I hated the mailman. Oh, that was before automation on your bills and you get like $5 discount for doing it. you know. So yes, those are the different ways that we wouldn't answer the phone. Um, but the thing is, guys, whether we opened the mail or answered the phone, especially when caller ID kicked in, uh, it still changed our mood. The stress still returned. It immediately changed the way we felt about ourselves, what we were doing at that moment. Even if we were able to successfully wipe it away and don't let it prolong for long, it still had control over us. It still had control over us because we knew we weren't facing something. We knew that the longer we didn't face it, it was going to get worse. We knew that we needed to do something. But we also knew that, man, I don't know how, I don't know who to ask. There are 4 reasons why we don't usually take action. And that's a whole nother show, but that's fear, that's shame, that's money, and that's time. Those are the reasons why, even though we know, we don't do anything and it's still affecting us. It's still stealing a moment of joy from us. All right, guys. So we learn to adjust into our environments. What's the signs and the symptoms? The signs and the symptoms are, it manifests itself in different ways: lack of sleep, lack of focus, and a nagging worry. That's that that feeling in the pit of your stomach, you don't know what's wrong. That's that I'm going to eat. That's that I'm going to go work out. That's that I'm trying to divert my attention to something else, even though I really know what's the problem, and that's my finances. That's that arguments in the household. I'm arguing with my girl or my husband about this, but I'm really upset because of the way I am, and I feel overwhelmed, and my hands are tied, and I can't do anything about my finances. That's what that is, guys. And it shows itself. It rears itself in other ways. And so what is that killing? That is killing. I told you it's 5 ways we are killing ourselves with our poor money management choices. That's killing our peace of mind. That's killing our peace of mind. Remember I said, no matter what you're doing, when that phone rings, you look at it and you know it's a call you don't recognize, or you already tagged the call and they're calling back, or it's a private number, or it's a number that, the caller ID now gives you state. So it's a state all the way like Oklahoma. You don't know anybody in Oklahoma that's probably a bill collector. So even if you don't answer it, you hurry up and ignore it, it still hits you in the pit of your stomach. You like, man, whatever. I'm just, what I mean? You try to dive more into whatever is the activity at hand, but it still stole a few moments from you. All right, guys, some tools that you can use. Told you I was going to give you the problem. I was going to give you the symptoms, and I also want to equip you with some tools. I want you to be better prepared. It's not just give you the information. Information doesn't solve anything. Let's have a financial transformation, one baby step at a time. All right, guys, here we go. You can regain your peace of mind only by taking action. Boom. Only by taking action. What does that mean? That means reaching out and asking for help. Not anybody and not everybody. That means making sure that the person you talk to is someone you like and you trust. That means making sure that they've been where you're trying to go. That means making sure you feel comfortable asking them as many questions as you have, and you're not being rushed. You're not being treated like a number. All right, guys? So we cannot fix our own thinking, cannot get us where we need to go. I say this all the time. Personal finance is not common sense. And effective money management is a skill that must be learned. All right, guys. And also, just because you've been successful in other areas of your life does not mean you're going to be successful when it comes to managing your money. How long have I, myself included, suffered for so long thinking that I could? Well, I have a bachelor's degree. I'm a whole programmer, guys. I know like 4 different computer programming languages. Well, used to anyway. That was like 15 years ago. But my point, 16 now. But anyway, my point is that made me have such a big chip on my shoulder. I refused to ask for help. And all I did was made me go into debt even longer. Don't be that person. So that's why I'm sharing with you I'm being as transparent as I possibly can so that you'll relate. That's which is the number one thing my clients say. I asked them, why did you choose me? Because you were relatable. You share with me your divorce and your abandonment issues from being adopted. You share with me all these different things and how you realized they were affecting every decision that you make, which ultimately affected your bank account. And that gave me hope, hence hashtag the hope dealer. Can somebody go ahead and post hashtag the hope dealer? Let me see you put hashtag the hope dealer on your page, whether it's social media or out there in radio land. All right, so I need to reiterate, guys, make sure you talk to somebody that you like, know, and trust, somebody that you feel comfortable telling them everything, that's willing to walk you through the process. All right, guys, and make sure, now this is the kicker here, once you find somebody, you do your research and you like them and they connect with you and you feel comfortable and you can let your shoulders down, do what they say. Do what they say. All right. Do what they say. A little bit at a time. Don't take it all at once, but do what they say. If you are needing someone and you feel like we have that connection, again, anybody who can hear under the sound of my voice can call and have a 15-minute consultation. I only take a few a week because I have a really busy schedule, but I definitely make sure that I make myself available for free 15-minute consultations on a weekly basis. All right, guys, if you want that, go to www.financialmotivations.com/motivating your money. Got it? www.financialmotivations.com/motivating your money. Those of you who are computer savvy, you can go to bit.ly/motivating your money. Not everybody is. So those of you, again, who are computer savvy, go to bit.ly/motivating your money. And you'll be able to choose the calendar link and let's go ahead and chit chat. Let's plan, let's brainstorm your financial footsteps and help you get out of that rut. Let's go ahead and be buddies first. Let down your shoulders. I love saying that because there's an exhale that goes along with that. There's a silent exhale. And that's what we need in order to go ahead and face where we are. All right, guys, just a reminder, 708-223-8953. Call in. Let me know what you're thinking. Can you relate to anything that I'm saying? And this is the Motivating Your Money Radio Show. My name is Stacey Daniel, and we are on intellectualradio.com. Number two, how is our poor money management skills literally killing us? How are, that's plural, our poor money management skills actually killing us? All right, number two, guys, emotionally it's killing us. Anger, guys. There's a such thing as debt anger syndrome. The phenomenon is known in the medical circles and it's debt prompted anger associated illness. So instead of panicking and denying or stressing, like we mentioned before, people are getting actually mad at their creditors for continuing to send them bills, mad at the mailman for delivering the bills, mad at their bosses because they refuse to pay them more, mad at their spouses for not making more money, mad at their kids for actually needing the things that they need, such as braces or equipment for an extracurricular activity, and they're mad at themselves for getting into this financial pitfall, this hole, this cycle. And many times we've gotten in it and gotten out of it and then find ourselves getting back in it again because we didn't know how to change our habits. So we're mad at the whole world. I was mad at, more than that. But the point is that anger, it shows itself up in different ways. Isolation. These are the symptoms, guys. It progressively get worse. So first, you deny and then you stress out. And then, which is the step one I just talked about, killing your peace of mind. Then you start isolating. You start perhaps domestic violence. A lot of relationships fighting in the home start with money. 46% of marriage couples have fights at least twice a week, and those fights are related to some type of money. And the number one part of the money, number one area that money is being argued about is debt, which is one of the 8 silent wealth killers, by the way. All right, road rage. You can also see people's anger due to their financial situation in road rage. And the last one is worksite incidents. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Worksite incidents. It just takes one little thing and people lose their cool. So what are some tools? This is what we're killing, guys. We're killing relationships. We are killing relationships. Relationships is the new currency. Relationships is the new currency because I've taken from a person who didn't have money. Then I thought all I needed was to graduate, get a college degree, and make money. And then I got the money, and I still did not feel whole. Money in a bank is not going to make you feel whole. Relationships is what make you feel whole. I talked about different ways on Tuesday in my Facebook community. Money is a tool, and it can either help you reach your goal or it can hinder you reach your goal depending on how you use that tool. Just like a hammer is a tool, and it can help you nail a nail in a board to build a house, or it can help you demolish that house. A larger hammer, clearly. But if that same tool it can be used for good or used for bad, is us, guys. All right. So what's the tools I want to give you today so that we can help mend our current relationships and no longer affect them negatively going forward? First, you're not going to like this, but it's real. It's true. Forgive yourself for the decisions that you made in the past. The only way we can be unangry is to start being okay with who we are. You made decisions. That's fine. It happened. We all make decisions. No one's perfect. Perfectionism is not real. All right, guys. Forgive your parents, forgive your school system, your church, your government, all of those people that you feel like should have taught you at some point in your life and you missed the boat. Again, I told you my goal is to tell as many people as I possibly can about the rules and the tools and the education that I've come across through my resources, research, mentors, and fails of my own that, you need certain tools and you need certain education in order to reach the level of financial security that you're looking for and that you're willing to work towards. But if you're not told about it, the fight is fixed. And so you have to forgive them and don't worry about your past. No longer let your life be dictated by the events or the lack thereof in your past. Grow up, essentially. Grow up and take ownership going forward. Now that you know that there are things that are available to you, pick them up. Anger is a healthy emotion. It is, guys. But now how long are you going to let that emotion keep you stuck? Again, that can be restrictive and harmful. Anger isn't a we can't hide it. Don't stuff it. That's when you blow up. And we don't want that either. But use that to motivate you, to ignite the adrenaline that you're going to need to push past all the future negative thoughts and the negative vibes and the desire to sit on that pity pot. I know I'm not the only person that just sat in the pity pot. I was just like, man, why me? Why I got to be the one? I don't have no family. My mother just died when I was 11. I have a brother. I find out just a whole bunch of different things. It's like, you know what? Why not you? You're not perfect. I'm not a religious person, but I was raised, in church, and I still remember a lot of the teachings, and it makes sense, and I use it today. And it rains on the just and the unjust. What makes you think you any better than anybody else? So I digress. The point is, use that anger as motivation and ignite, and use it to ignite your adrenaline. You're going to need that to push through. It's not going to be necessarily an easy journey, but that's why you just realize you just only need to take one step at a time. You can't fix your credit, buy the house, fix your retirement, build your emergency fund. You can't do all that and get a great job and start becoming an entrepreneur all in the same 6 months. You know what I mean? We usually hit the ground running when we finally have the veil removed, and we like, man, I want it all right now. We set ourselves up for failure. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Take it one baby step at a time. Even if you take a step and it proves to be the wrong step, I say this all the time, and I'm going to repeat this if I need to. Even a step in the wrong direction is still growth, because as long as you review it and you look over and analyze and see what you could have done differently, why did you choose that way, you've learned more about you. And that's the problem. We need to learn our spending tendencies. We need to learn what are our triggers, our emotional triggers that make us react to money the way we do. There's a feeling that preludes, comes before action. All action. There's a feeling and a thought that becomes before action, even if it's habitual action. All right, guys. So if we can change that feeling and change that thought with a different habit, we have to recognize it first that we're on our way. So if we make a mistake and we try something we think is going to get us closer to our goal, but it doesn't, as long as we take the opportunity to review it, we are still making progress. All right. This isn't a race, and it's definitely not a sprint. This is for we change our whole life and our future and our families. All right, guys, we didn't get this way. I keep telling y'all, and I keep saying it because I just became okay with it. I'm 40. I've been doing the same thing for several years before I finally implemented new habits. And I still can have those same habits today. I just police myself, and I have accountability partners. All right, guys. So again, we're killing our relationships and getting off the pity pot and taking action towards your future, and using that anger for motivation is your action step. Reaching out to somebody, as I said before, so they can, that you've already vetted, you make sure that you feel their spirit. They're not just a number. Because I had a client, side story. I have a client who, she was looking for a lawyer to help her with a different wealth strategy. And she talked to me. She says, I went to three. I told her to make sure you go to three different people and feel their spirit. She says, when I got to this one lawyer, I knew immediately. Though I went through the process, I knew immediately because I felt the warmth in his eyes. I felt the warmth in his assistant when I set the appointment. That's what you're looking for, not a title, not a watch, or what he's driving or whatever, what he looked like. We have personifications that we want you to feel about us, especially people in the financial services industry, because we realize we have a lot of knowledge that the most average person doesn't have. All right. And I'm not saying that other people in other industries don't have that same chip on their shoulder, but it's just, I can speak about my own. All right. And so I need you not to fall victim to that. I spent a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of energy making people think I had something going on that I didn't. I was suffering in silence, guys. I took my son on. I say this all the time. So bear with me, those who are my repeat viewers. I had my son, took him on, he was 16, had gone on 2 cruises. What 16-year-old child needs to go on 2 cruises? Because I was just spending frivolously. That didn't mean that, I was able to help you develop a wealth strategy, but I was definitely able to help you to buy some life insurance. But there's different levels to your knowledge. So make sure the person that you connect with not only can help you do what's immediately going to help you, they can also give you different solutions that's more broad, and they will educate you. And it's looking at a high it deludes me. I don't know what I was going to say. Look at a bird's eye view. All right, guys, the big picture view, not just your immediate financial relief, but your long-term financial security. And they're willing to answer all of your questions, no matter how long it takes. If you feel rushed and uncomfortable, find another person. All right, guys, this is your money. This is your future. This is your, again, peace of mind in your relationships. All right, the third one, guys. The third one. If you guys are still with me, go ahead and put a 3 in the comment section. If you're on social media, if you're still with me in the radio land, can I get you? Can I get a fist bump? Can I get a fist bump? Let me know. I know I can't see you, but I can feel your spirit. Let me know. Let me know. And you know what? If you're watching YouTube or you choose to go to YouTube, you can also comment there, and that'll be great as well. And then also on iHeartRadio, if you go to iHeartRadio and you look for Intellectual Radio Podcast, then you can go there and find the Motivating Your Money Radio Show. If you have a comment and you are on the radio in the radio section, like I said, you guys are in the radio section. Hashtag replay. You guys are in the replay section, and in my live viewers, you guys have your own section as well. So if you're in the radio section and you want to reach out and you're listening to it, and this is syndicated, so you listen to it maybe out of the country, nationally, because we are locally, nationally, and internationally broadcasted, guys. So, and you want to make a comment or reach out to somebody, or tell me that I've done something to help have a shift in your perspective, make sure you find me in YouTube or iHeartRadio or Motivating Your Money on any of my social media platforms, and let me know. All right, so the third one, guys, depression. After we work through our emotional stages and we share and we realize that we calm down, our debt is still facing us, the depression can set in. People who struggle with unresolved debt for too long are likely to suffer from depression. This is a study done by the University of Nottingham in England. People who are in debt are more likely to experience drinking problems and drug dependence, which can lead to depression as well. Hopelessness sets in, guys. That's what it is. We tried so long, tried different things, feel like, man, I should be able to do this. Fixing my money can't be that hard. I don't want to tell nobody. Who do I know? We begin to feel it affects our self-esteem and our self-worth. It affects our self-esteem and our self-worth. So we try to relieve that depression through various ways, external ways, which eventually puts it worse, in a worse predicament. But we don't realize that. We're desperate at that point and we're looking for relief by any means necessary. By any means necessary. All right, so looking at the comments, depression is so real, but under acknowledged. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it has many different causes, but most of the time, well, I'm not going to say most of the time because I don't have a number for my statistic. It just says that people who struggle with unresolved debts for too long are likely to suffer from depression. If anybody that's a specialist or, want to chime in after the fact and give us some statistics, that'd be great. But I do know some signs and some symptoms, guys. And like I said, everything that I'm talking to you about, I researched it, but I had to first internally learn about how I can identify with them. And I can identify with this. So spending more money without a thought or care, or you pretty much have given up. I know it's bad, and I know I'm probably going to have to file bankruptcy at some point, or they're just going to come and repo everything. I don't care. I'm going to roll into the what? What is the statement? I'm going to roll this until the wheels fall off or whatever. You guys know the statement. I'm just gonna do what I want to do to make myself feel good because I can no longer take fighting it. Instead of us asking for help, we try our own and realize that we can't do it, and then we just give up. We just give up. There's only so much we can do, guys, without help. We also start partying more in an attempt to not think about it. So we may be drinking more, we may be partying, we may be hanging with the wrong crowd, we may be smoking. I smoked and I drank a whole lot. So I'm telling you, I understand all of this, guys. I no longer do either, but I'm saying this really does drive home to me. So I want you guys to know that, I give you the laughter and the excitement, and, I'm up and down, and, I want to make this a lively show because I want everybody to realize that I need you to pay attention. A lot of things that is important is written down and we miss it because it's not packaged pretty. The 8 silent wealth killers, and he's very powerful. But hidden rules of money, they're not new. The ones I talk about all the time, they're not new. They're just not exploited. And so if you don't package it pretty and no one's telling you about it, it's kind of like this. If I tell you I want to give you some ice, or I want to give you some cream and it's got ice in it, are you going to say, yeah, I want that? Yeah, I want to give you this cream and it's got ice in it. And you're going to say, what? I don't want that. You can keep that. Who you think you are? You know what I'm saying? But if I tell you I want to give you some ice cream and some Haagen-Dazs and some pralines and cream, and I'm going to put the chocolate syrup on top, and I'm even going to put maybe a little bit of whipped cream on top for you, would you like that? And I'm going to put it in your favorite dish, and it's going to be hot outside, and we're going to sit outside on the beach in front of the sand and the water, and we're going to eat it together. You're like, oh yeah, I want that. Can we do that now? I know where some beach at now. It's all about how you package it. Most of these 8 silent wealth killers are not packaged and pretty, so we miss it. And this information I'm giving you today, I need to package it and it's not priced, but I need to package it so that it's enticing to us. Because if it's not enticing, human nature, we're gonna turn it off. This, especially 2019, it's got to have some excitement. So that's where my excitement comes from. But trust and believe every word that I say from the pit of my stomach and the depths of my heart. It is real. Find somebody that you like, know, and trust, and reach out and ask questions, guys. All right. So signs and the symptoms. They start to spend money more carelessly. They start partying more. They start buying lavish gifts. They start applying for multiple credit cards, especially if you got good credit or decent credit and you know that you no longer can keep paying like minimum payment required on 15 different credit cards. That's blown out the proportion, but not much for some people. And you just decide, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to splurge. You stop working or doing your best at work. You start coming in late, not dressing appropriately or not appropriately, but necessarily just not even really caring, or even you might quit school. Something that's really important to you, you just stop caring about because you feel defeated. These are the signs and the symptoms of depression, guys. Now, all of this leads to more debt. It leads to more depression and it leads to more despair. At this point, we wonder, we don't care. We don't even know if the pain is causing the depression or the pain is causing the debt or the debt is causing the pain. It's a vicious cycle and we don't really care. We just want it to end by any means necessary. So we're talking about 5 ways our poor money management is killing us. Literally, this particular way, it's killing our dreams. We're killing our dreams because we no longer even want to dream. We have realized or accepted the fact that I'm never going to reach this. I'm never going to be, that entrepreneur. I'm never going to have that 6-figure. I'm never going to be able to, have my own office in my particular company that I'm, if you decide to stay with corporate America, I'm never going to have that big house on a hill with the 4 bedrooms and a 3 and a yard and whatever it is that you've dreamed, your debt and your financial choices. And as they come back and bite you and affect you, even every time you try to get ahead and they come back, it takes away your dream. You actually give up your dream. We give up our dream. Or if you feel like it's taken from you, either way, that's a form of denial. But either way, it's dead. It's being killed. All right, guys, let's keep going. Let's see if I have any comment section. Glad you made it safely. You are a trooper. Well, thank you very much. Let's see. 2019 going to be good. All right, good deal. Let's see if I have any more comments in here, guys. I'm so ready to make the necessary changes. Good deal, guys. I appreciate all the feedback. Number three. Depression is so real but under acknowledged. All right, making sure I didn't miss any comments. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me. As you can see, I can now read your comments. Those of you guys, we have a call, perhaps. Let's check and see, guys, before I keep going. All right, guys, we have a caller. Let's see who this is. This one?
Yes.
Thank you for calling the Motivating Your Money radio show. This is Stacy speaking. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from, caller?
Hi, Stacey. This is Ebony calling from Chicago. How are you?
I am wonderful, Ebony. How are you? Thank you for calling in.
No, thank you for weathering the cold.
I was praying all the way here because the radio show is not too close, but I know I needed to. There's going to be a lot of people that's probably at home. This is perfect time for listeners to chime in. So I'm grateful that you guys are listening to me. You could be doing anything else. Thank you. And thank you for being part of the Motivating Money family too, because I know you're in the in our Facebook group. So yay.
Yes, I am, and thank you. I do have a question.
Okay.
I'm 40 and I haven't been able to sustain my retirement fund. The question is it too late to start over? And if not, what steps would you recommend that I take to begin to rebuild my nest egg?
Ooh, that is an awesome question. And I'm so glad this is being recorded because there are so many people that need to hear this answer. All right. So you have your pen and pad ready? I'm about to give it to you.
Yes.
All right, so we are definitely going to need to take this offline because I can't give you everything all online, but I'm going to give you a high level blueprint and promise me we're going to connect after this sometime later this week, offline. Say I promise.
Okay.
Say I promise. You promise?
I promise.
Okay,
I
good,
promise.
good.
I promise.
All right, so no, it's never too late, girl. Oh my God, let me tell you, you just made the hardest step was to ask questions, to admit that, you know what, I need to do something. I don't know what your income is, but if you are thinking about your retirement, I'm sure you have an income. And instead of thinking I make enough money and I'll just save it on my own, asking for help is the biggest step. So first of all, I'm clapping my hands and kudos to you. Everything else is down here from there. I absolutely promise. Okay. No, it's not too late. It's never too late to start. This is the thing. Retirement is a number, first of all. All right. It's not an age. Retirement is a number, it's not an age. I don't know what your ideal retirement age is, but if you can put together like a good 10 years, then I can help you grow and save and protect your money all at the same time. Now, what options I would suggest is, and now I have a fiduciary responsibility. I am a licensed financial professional, so I can't talk negatively about any other financial establishment or person. I can be sanctioned, I can be fined, I can lose my license, and I can even go to jail to a different level. So what I'm telling you is the truth, and you can check it. But putting your money in something called a qualified plan, which is what most companies have, which is equate to the equivalent of a 401k or 403b, 457, things of that nature. And for us entrepreneurs, that's the equivalent of Roth IRA or traditional IRA. That's 100% in the market. It's volatile. Anytime that there's a correction in the market, it will directly affect your retirement. And if you're 45 and you're trying to make sure that you have enough by the time you retire, we want to make sure that we're growing money on a regular basis, guaranteed, and we want to make sure that we don't have to pay any taxes. Because taxes is a way that no matter what I make, if you're going to take a nice chunk out of it, then wow, that kind of, that's deflating. So whatever you do, let's find a place that's going to be guaranteed and no market risk. Two, whatever you do, let's make sure that you're not paying any fees. All of the accounts that I just mentioned that falls under the qualified plan is governed by our government. It really is. You're going to pay fees. So even those years that you lose money, the person who's managing your account, you're paying them fees. So whatever you find to implement your retirement strategy, make sure it's not in the market and you're not paying fees. If you're 20 years old, I wouldn't give you this information because you can make a lot of money in the market if you can weather the storm of the up and down. But when you're trying to prepare for a time frame that's shorter than longer, we want to make sure we do this as safe as possible. All right. So it's not really time to diversify our portfolio. It's time to get down to the nitty gritty and make it what we need it to be. All right. And the third thing is make sure it's tax favored, if not tax free. Many people don't realize that tax free retirement is an option because we're not told. If you have a qualified plan and then you retire, it's not tax free. If you currently have money in one of those qualified plans, you can move it over to an account that I just described for you, as long as it's not your current job. So I don't know if just this is for you and for others that are listening as well. If you currently have money in a 401k, 450, 403b, 457, or 529 savings or college savings, any of those qualified plans that gives you an age requirement before you can retrieve your money, you can roll that over somewhere. It does require a licensed professional, but it's no cost to you. I'm gonna say that again. It's no cost to you to make your money safe. So if you have that, or if you know someone do, please send them my way or tell them to start asking questions. All right, those are three things that I would definitely suggest for you at any age. You have time. I want you to know that don't fret. Just start taking action and start implementing the strategies that someone that you trust gives to you. All right.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I probably gave you more information than you were looking for, but as you can tell, I'm very passionate. I've seen people retire wealthy and I've seen people retire broke, and they both leave clues. So, we spend a lot of time, with lack of better information, chasing an interest rate. But we don't realize all the money that we're chasing, all the interest rate that we're chasing, it's 100% exposed. So I don't want anybody, including you, to get to the point that it's time to retire and think I have a certain amount of money and it's not there. Also, if you can, make sure you connect with somebody. Myself, I can help you with it, but and you made a promise, but make sure you can connect with somebody so that you set yourself up to receive paychecks and play checks when you retire that will come on a monthly basis and that will be tax free. That's also going to be guaranteed, and it's also going to last until the day you die. You know, having a retirement account, wondering, is this enough? 500,000, 200,000, 300,000, 100,000, a million? You never really know. So we're used to living a certain lifestyle and receiving income on a regular basis. Wouldn't it be best suited to have that when we retire? Statistics show people who have a pension have the happiest retirement. What I just described are paychecks and playchecks guaranteed on a monthly basis until you die. That's a pension. You can create your own pension outside of a work environment. And I can show you how to do that as well.
Well, I look forward to speaking with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for calling. I do have another caller. Thank you again for calling, Ebony. And I will talk to you soon, okay?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, did you have any last comments? I don't want to cut you off. I want to make sure.
No, just thank you for sharing your gift and weathering the cold today. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your kind words are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Talk to you soon for sure.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I have a second caller, guys. That's good. Oh, 2 minutes left. Okay, guys, I don't have another caller there, but you know what? I do have some more information to give you. If you want the rest of this information, I need you to go ahead and text me. I use up most of my time. But a very good question, though. And I'm glad she called in because many people I work with have that same concern because my target audience are somewhere between 35 and 50 years of age. And retirement is something that we normally can't pay attention to because we have some doubt or some distractions. We're not sure we're going to have a great retirement, but there's other things going on that takes precedence. And so if that's you, I want you to know that I want you to know that there's a way out. So, all right, guys. I can't take that call. I have another call in. I didn't get 3 calls today, but that's okay, guys. The next week, we'll still give that giveaway away. So lastly, guys, this show was brought to you by, if you want the remainder of this information, get your phones out and text FIRE to 762 FIRE, FIRE, to the 5-digit number of 76626. Text FIRE, FIRE, to the number 76626. If you're out of the country, I need you to go to bit.ly/motivating your money and join the FIRE community. All right, click that button. I think it's the 4th one. Other than that, guys, this radio show has been brought to you by Rose Tax Solutions and the Black Wall Street Exchange, February 10th, 2019, Greenwood Cultural Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can reach her at Latoya Rose Knows. All right, guys, Stacey Daniel, wealth strategist and insurance broker, national speaker and author. But more importantly, I'm a person who's been through what I talk about. I want to help you get through it as well. Let's listen to the new music, y'all. This is on intellectualradio.com. Join me next week.
Let's motivate that money.